What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Taking a look at XRP once again today. Couple things here from yesterday's video. Today is the 16th of April. So looking at a daily chart on tradingview.com. So XRP, we had mentioned definitely in yesterday's video and perhaps in the prior XRP video as well. A key level for the downside is the 76-cent level. We had mentioned that we want to see XRP get back above 76 cents, hold that level, and then build that into support before moving higher. Well, yesterday was a nice day for XRP. Looks like we closed up 8%. Looks like 5 cents or so up on the day. So we'll take that any day. XRP broke down below that 76 cent level. Looks like you could see right in these couple days here, the 10th, 9th, 8th, and 7th or so of April. We were trying to find support there. Broke down big, down 8% on the 11th of April. Wedged up, and we actually closed above that yesterday. So we were hoping that would happen, and so far it has. So that is a good scenario for the bulls here on XRP. So the way this was playing out, this wedge to the upside, this wedge, these can play out where it'll wedge up like that, and then you'll get another nasty leg to the downside. So that didn't happen. That is good, at least so far anyways. So looks like we're finding support at 76 cents and just having some patience here and waiting for something like this to play out to the upside. And even though we are zoomed in here quite a bit, if you see what I see, we're heading right into this apex here. And at some point, we will get a break. The big question is, do we break to the upside? Do we break to the downside? Well, these charts do favor an upside breakout. The problem is when everybody sees the same thing in the market, it usually will do the opposite. So just keep that in mind. And what I mean is sometimes we'll get a break to the downside and it'll reverse. That'll be a shakeout and we'll actually get that massive break, as the chart does favor. So just keep that in mind as we head into the apex here. We are, let me see if I can get the correct tool here. I mean, we are maybe 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks to the right to the end of this pattern here, but at any moment, I believe you could see a break, probably to the upside, but always keep in mind that a downside break is possible. So right now, still keeping my eye on 76 cents. Although this is very, very good for XRP, we do have some upside work to do for the price to get in more of a bullish upside area. But even though that is up a little higher in the 80-cent range, in the mid-80s, once this thing does break above this, it might blast right past that. And so it's one of those things where you almost have to be positioned before the move happens. And I know a lot of people in XRP have been positioned for a long time at much lower prices. But those perhaps not in the market. We're in an interesting time right here, and we'll zoom out and I'll kind of show you what I mean. So you can see we have this massive wedge pattern forming from the highs back in here about 1 year ago, back in April of 21. And then we've just been bouncing around in this wedge pattern ever since. So it's been about a year. Yeah, we broke below the bottom support, quickly got back up and you can see all the resistance we have been finding up in here. We have it over here in November of 21 and more recent times in March. And we have a couple other of these higher swings here that didn't quite make it to the descending trend line there. But this is a massive, massive base with a lot of energy built up. We're finding support all along here, which is this old area of resistance. So turning a overhead resistance into a floor of support. XRP at some point will break above all of these highs. The chart that's what the chart's showing. But like I said, you might get a shakeout first before that move does play out. We will have to be patient here. I do believe we are very, very close according to this pattern though. So we'll have to see what happens. It will be interesting, and we'll see what happens. We'll see how strong this move goes. I've seen XRP in the past move massive percentages in one day. We were trading this thing back in, I think it was 2017 or 2018. And the percentage gains to the upside were quite unbelievable as they were unfolding. So like I said, you might have to be positioned before this thing starts to go. Because even though I'm looking for a mid 80-cent range to get it back in more of a bullish scenario, it might just break above that and be up in this 90 cent to $1 in one candle. So unless you have orders working in the market at certain areas, it might just head right past that very quickly. And I say that because of the pattern that it's in. And I also say that because that it's close to the apex here. And at some point, this energy will be released. And there is a ton of it. It's been consolidating for not only 1 year, it's been in a much, much, much larger consolidation since back in 2000 and looks like the end of 17, early 18 in this huge cup with handle here. So there is a lot of energy built up in this thing. Multi-dollar XRP definitely seems in the cards here once this thing does break out. Let me throw up a see if I can get rid of this. Let me throw some fibs up. So I'll take this swing high. So this is the pattern that we're talking about today anyways. This swing high, and then I'll take the swing low just about there. That'll work. And let's take a look at XRP to the upside using these fibs. Now I only go up to the 4236. I don't have the higher fibs listed right now, but this will do. So if we get you can see the 1.6 up here is a 285, the 2.6 is a 430, the 3.6 is a 575, and the 4.2 is a $660 XRP, just going off this wedge pattern here. So if we do a nice full fib retracement up here to the 4236, we're at a $6.5 XRP just off this giant consolidation. So if you don't see the opportunity here, not sure what you're looking at, but there is a ton of it. And like I said, this thing can go, I'm looking for that mid 80-cent range to get it in a better and a stronger position. And we're sitting at 77 cents right now. This thing, if and when it breaks out, could end up being way up here at $1.50 in one candle from 77 cents. There's a good chance it won't take its sweet time and break out of this if and when it's ready to go, assuming it goes to the upside. So got to keep all all options in mind here. So I mean, it could be quite a very, very strong breakout. And you can see these lower fibs here. You got the 3.8, the 6.1, the 7.6, all listed above the market here. And obviously up here at $1.90-ish, almost $2 for that swing high there. So that is some big potential we see for XRP. Had to reload the chart there, but I'm going to wrap this video up. So keep your eyes on that 76-cent level, and keep in mind that at any time now, we're in this massive wedge pattern, and we could see a huge breakout to the upside at any moment, catching a lot of people off guard. So if people are waiting for, a certain price before they get in, like I said, of course that could happen. We could take our sweet time and start to trend up with higher highs and higher lows. But judging by this massive wedge pattern that we're in here, and then if you zoomed out even further, the giant multi-year cup with handle that we're in, I think the odds favor a move more like this for XRP, where we were in this. You could see this was basically a 1 year or so consolidation right back in here in the 2017 timeframe. And when we broke out of that, within a couple candles, we went from, looks like 23 cents up to 80, up to $1 basically, pulled back, and then ultimately had a massive run up to $3 plus. So just keep that in mind, that when this thing moves, it does move in a big, big way. So we have the wedge pattern over here that gets us up to a $6 plus XRP. And then if we take these prices back in here, I don't really like to take the wick like that, but I will anyways. This gets us up to a even much, much higher XRP. This gets us up to a $13 XRP using that high back there from $3. So if we land somewhere in the middle, 6 to $13, 10 to $20, all within the cards here when this thing decides to go, and potentially much, much, much higher using some different fib numbers. So that's what we're looking for today, tomorrow, assuming it doesn't break out to the upside. We're just keeping our eye on 76 cents. We don't want to see a break below that and a close below that. If that happens, like I said, we could be heading lower to the 60, even back down to these lows, the 50-cent area. I don't think we'll go much lower than that. If that happens, we'll probably find support and bounce to the upside once again. So if we break below this wedge and we see something like that, then we might see a strong move soon after back up into that wedge or potentially out of that wedge. But right now, today, when I end this video, I'll just be keeping an eye on that 76-cent level. And we have a lot of hours left. You can see in today's trading session down in here. So we have many hours of trading left before today's candles close, and we'll have to see if we find support there. That's kind of it. I do want to show you something on the chart on the 3-minute, and we'll put up that same, let's see here, horizontal line. You can see that we did break above that 76-cent level, and we actually turned that into support. And it looks like we are trying to build a base above that, perhaps before that next leg higher. And that, like I said, that next leg higher, I'm looking for that mid 80-cent range to get us back into a stronger bullish case. But it might just do a move like this right in here, from where we're at today and head us up much, much higher into that $90 to $1 range in perhaps one candle. So just keep all of the potentials in mind. Keep the upside strong breakout in mind. Keep the upside higher highs and higher lows in mind. But XRP, look back on the chart. XRP, when it goes, you can have huge percentage moves on one candle. And also keep in mind that we could get a break below that 76-cent range as a shakeout, and then get that reversal move once you get everyone bearish back into that wedge or back up potentially much, much higher. Let me do another zoom in here. So just like you had this move here where you get everyone bearish, you'll get that reversed right away. So it's interesting how the guys in charge run the markets. Or maybe we could see a move like this. You get a massive candle, an unchanged candle, which was a bottom. Just keep all of the scenarios in mind. I want to say thank you to all of the new subscribers. Thank you to all of the current subscribers checking out these videos. Check us out over on Patreon. We actually have a XRP trading signals trading tier over there. We, on a daily basis, post long trades as well as short trades, as well as what the current position is for those who like to trade in and out of XRP. Recently just added a mastermind trading group. That trading group is basically where investors can share different stocks, cryptos, and I will check them out and make a video about them, post them to Patreon only, and give you my thoughts of where I think the best place to enter that current stock or crypto is for a pretty reasonable $9.99 a month. So check that out if that's something you are into. Let me know down in the video comments your thoughts on XRP, the crypto markets, the stock market, if you have any stocks or cryptos that you want me to check out, make a video about, and I'll see what I can come up with. All right, guys, have a great holiday weekend. I will catch you guys in the next video.